Hello, everyone. This is May from May We Talk Show. Welcome to my show. Today, I have invited a guest who's a professional trader, who's an expert in the foreign exchange market, and he's going to share us some experience of how to catch the trading opportunities in the volatile market. Adam Forshaw from Capital A. Nice to see you. So Adam, you've been doing this trading for years. Can you tell me a little bit background of what you do?
So I started learning to trade around 5 to 6 years ago. I started out with a friend. We was just studying every day. I was here in this room for about 10 hours a day, just understanding what the price action is, trying to understand what's going on. Now, what I learned from the very start, the very beginning, is that there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of indicators. There's a lot of moving averages, and people use all these different methods. Now, one thing I learned was they will work now and then, but they won't work with any longevity. You won't produce results in your trading by following an indicator, by following what this signal is telling you to do at a certain time, because it's simple. If there's a signal that's telling you to buy when price gets to a certain area, then that same signal is also telling, let's say, 500,000 other people to buy. And I can promise you now that's not a good place to be. So what I quickly picked up was that you need to understand what the big banks and the financial institutions are doing. If you don't know what they're doing, you're pretty much just going to be heading down a bad pathway. So regarding my Forex experience, just what I've been doing for the past 5 to 6 years, I spent 2 years learning a lot of nonsense, things that you don't really need to learn. And then it's kind of like unprogramming yourself. You've got to go back and learn the correct way. And it just takes time. It takes time of studying these charts, looking at the methods that are produced by the big banks every day. And it just takes time. That's my only message to anyone that wants to start to learn to trade or learn how it works. It will take you time, but when you get it, it's going to be a skill that will stick with you for life. I hope that helps.
So what is the strategy you use, when you're doing your own trade? Does it work well on your record?
Well, like I said, mentioning strategy again, I don't want to give away too much because it is a big part of my mentorship program, but my strategy is simple. There's many little things that the big banks do, the financial institutions do. You can check them out on my YouTube channel. I've got a couple of lessons where I've exposed that. We'll be having a quick look at that at the end, but it's just understanding what they are doing at a certain time of the day and then being able to trade it. So again, like I said, I don't want to follow an indicator. I don't want to follow what this or that's saying or what that news is saying. I'm purely looking at price action, focusing on the charts, and that's how my method works. Now, again, what's brilliant about this method with the big banks are controlling the market. You need to know what they're doing. If you don't know what they're doing or have any understanding of what they're doing, you're going to struggle to read the charts and gain confidence. So regarding my strategy, I guess you could say I'm following what the big banks and the financial institutions are doing on a daily basis. I teach people how to notice that. And then again, through time, you're going to start to see the progression of yourself, understand that you're getting more confident in the charts, and then you'll be able to take your own investments at your own fingertips. So that my strategy, I guess the answer to my strategy is follow the big banks.
So what is your training class includes, and what does the learner expect to get in your training class? Can you show us some of the samples?
Okay, well, first thing I'll do is I'll just take us through my website. So this is my website. That's www.capitalatrading.co.uk. And again, I can just have a quick little talk. We can go to services and we can just talk about my mentorship program. So in there, when it eventually goes, you can have a quick read about it and what it is and what you will learn. Basically, the things I'm going to show you, again, they're all listed there, how the financial institutions enter the market. So the first thing you need to know is what are they doing to enter the market? How are they entering? If you can understand how they've entered the market, you can try to follow them and catch on to what they're doing. So again, that'll be the first thing. After that, once I've started to take you through beginners and advanced things, we'll get to a point where you need to create a trading plan. You need to create yourself a routine, something that you do on a weekly basis that you're going to stick to. And if your rules are met, you take a trade. If your rules are not met, one of the hardest things you've got to do in trading is sit on these. Put them under your legs and don't use them. Let the markets come to you. You don't chase the market. So again, that's going to be something that I do towards the end. And you can just see by reading through this, just a couple of the things you'll get: how to trade your edge, how to place your own trades, risk management, again, something that a lot of educators seem to not really give the due attention that it needs. If you haven't got risk management, you will get carried out of this game. So again, you must have risk management. You must understand that losses are a part of trading. You will lose trades, but it's about how you combat that. And again, just the last few things for beginners: how to use TradingView. I'll take you right from the bottom, from the ground up. You can know absolutely nothing to becoming a successful investor, being able to do it all at your own fingertips. And again, with that, you'll get 10 hours of my pre-recorded videos. So everything that I teach you, you won't have to worry about retaining, because it will be on video. You can keep it all there. So there's a lot of things to do in there. And again, the most important part of this is probably at the bottom, where it says mindset training. You need to have a mindset for investing. You need to be able to stay strong when you've just lost 2 trades and your criteria was met, and then you can see your criteria met again and you take the 3rd trade. It's successful. It's very, very hard to understand that and have a good mindset of trading. But again, that's something that is all covered throughout my mentorship program.
Okay, so does the learner need to be a professional investor, or you can take the beginners?
I've taken people who have absolutely no understanding of Forex. They didn't even know that the pound and the USD is you're buying back in the pound, you're selling back in the US dollar, so on and so on. I've taken people from knowing nothing to being able to take their own investments and become profitable traders. So the best thing I can say to you right now is, if you are a total beginner, this is the best place for you to be. If you have got an advanced knowledge already, but your strategy isn't working the way you maybe want it to, then I've also helped people who've got experience, who've actually been in the Forex industry longer than me. So they've wanted to see what I do, learn how it works, and then they've kind of implemented it into what they already do from their own knowledge, and they've started to see things improve for them just by understanding a few tweaks that I made. So you don't have to be an advanced investor. I can take you from being a total beginner. If I can develop it, make it better for you. So no, the answer to that is you don't have to be a beginner. I can take on anyone.
So what kind of a software you suggest to use when they're doing the training class?
What kind of software? Again, it's all done by me. So how it would work, join the program, you'd set yourself, I'd ask you to give me at least 3 1-hour slots a week, whether it's in the morning, the afternoon, evening, whatever's suitable for you. And again, I just take you through it here through a Zoom call. So it would start with a Zoom call. I can quickly just show you here how my program would actually work. Bear with me here. So how it works is I start a lesson. So you would come in, we'd go over to here, and then we've got my beginner's education. I just moved this over. Beginner's education and advanced education all in here. Now what I've got is around 35 different slides, as you can see here, of just understanding little things about trading. So for example, Fibonacci is here. And as you can see, I just take you through a little way of what it is, how it works, and again, what the big banks and the financial institutions are doing, how they are viewing these sort of things. So again, there's lots of lessons, lots of things to go through. And this is how I teach my students. So this is the platform that we'd be on. We'd be basically just doing this through Canva, and again, learning this way. If you're talking about brokers, I don't have any deals with any brokers. I don't do anything like that. If you're talking about where to actually invest, I've got a few different accounts that I use myself with a few different brokers.
How can they get help if they have any questions after class?
Well, first of all, you'll always be in contact with me. I've got a lot of students that can hit me up on WhatsApp. They can hit me up on email, and that can actually leave a message on the website. And again, I'll be willing to help out any time in there. What's another good one? Just bear with me. I think I can show it here. Is I've actually got a Discord now open. It's now running. Bear with me. So this is my Discord. Okay, so in here, I have lots of people that join the channel, and they can see what I'm doing. So in here, I post my charts. For example, here's a couple of trades that I've just mentioned recently. And you just basically, I'm giving you the information. I was hoping price would reach around the 175, 600 mark around the London close, but the trade just missed by 20 pips. So I keep my students informed with what I'm doing. And then, of course, if you've got any questions, you can actually ask me even in here. Now, this is what you get when you join my program. So when you join my program, when you're learning how to trade, I'm going to show you my trading, what I'm doing, live trades. And again, there's just charts here. You can check out the Forex Weekly that's posted every Sunday in here, which is the videos where I'm mentioning the charts and mentioning what's going on. Some case studies. I'll just take you back through some trades and explain how it works and how we was able to catch a profitable situation. And again, there's just some more advanced videos here with the mentorship program that I was talking about. So these are a few snippets that I give out. And of course, I give my analysis on gold as well. So there's lots of things that my students can reach out to me with, that they can use, that they can stay in contact with me and see what I'm doing as well. So again, we got you covered, 24/7 support.
Okay, that sounds good because the market changes all the time, and even though they know the method, sometimes they need some advice on the judgment on the future change. And I think doing the lifetime coaching is very important. They need instant advice.
People need to see the action. It's all good telling people you know how to trade, telling people you know how to take investments, but my argument is, well, why don't you show them? And again, if you check out my YouTube channel with the video released recently, the most recent Forex Weekly, you'll see many trades in there that now have developed over the week, and you would have been in a profitable situation just by watching the video free on YouTube.
Yeah, that sounds good. How do they register to be a learner from you? And is there any special offer that you can offer to the audience of our show?
For your show, Miss May, I can offer, let's say, so for example, right, my course to learn with me, it will cost you around £999. But if you're going to come through with Miss May, I'm willing to give around 30 to 40% off. It would only cost you around £599, £699. That may vary. We will get something more confirmed with that. But you will be offered through Miss May, through a link with her. It may say, let's say May 20 or May 30% off. And again, you'll be able to come onto my website. You'll be able to punch that link in if you've watched this through Miss May. And then that's the offer that I can give you if you're looking to start learning how to trade.
Okay, that sounds really exciting. I believe that there's a lot of audience that would be interested to know more about this program. It's pandemic, everybody's, you can stay home and do your homework, make a research for the market, and catch the opportunity for investment. I think it's very good too. All right. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching this show, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye now.